Hello everybody, this is Todd with All Things Archery and Shooting, and today I have a review on this Point JHP 45. Now I know, High Point, yuck, right? Well, don't say that so fast. Stay tuned for this review and check it out. Okay, first some background history on the High Point. The High Point firearm was made by different manufacturers, and it's also considered one of the probably the best performing, very inexpensive guns. These guns will run. They run quite well, actually. They are a blowback design similar to a Walther PPK. Okay, this one's a 45 caliber model, and this one holds, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds of 45 ACP. What's unique about this gun, you can actually buy an accessory that you can change out your magazine connector, which is right here. And this gun can actually be converted to use 1911 magazines. The grip angle on this is similar to a 1911. It is technically a single stage trigger, but it does have some stacking on it. It's not like a double thing. It's an internal hammer. It has a 3-dot sight system on it, as you can see. Only thing you can change on the sights, the front sight's built into the frame, but this rear sight, though, you can swap this out for an aluminum sight if you wish, or a much better, like a more better adjustable sight. It's not made out of pot metal, it's more of a cast metal, but it's got a nice little finish to it. The frame is polymer, okay, which is nice. All right. It does not have a slide release. People think this is the slide release. This is only a safety or takedown release. To take it down, these guns, that's one thing I complain I have about these guns, is the takedown of these firearms. They don't feel stripped very easily. To strip the gun, you need to lock it into your takedown notch. And if you look right here, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, see that little pin right there? There's a little pin right in there. You see that? That little pin right there, you have to punch it out with a punch, and then you can remove the slide from the back forward. It's like a regular blowback gun. And then it breaks down into 3 pieces. It's also an extremely accurate firearm. You're saying, how can that be? It's an inexpensive gun. Well, this gun has a fixed barrel, again, similar to the other blowbacks. So that means the barrel's fixed at all times. So when the round fires in its chamber, the barrel doesn't move. The actual slide on the blowback moves, and that makes it much more accurate because the barrel's always stationary. And shooting these guns, I can tell you, they shoot pretty well. I mean, they're not target accurate by no means, but for a gun that retails for $219 that you can pick up on the street for less than $150 at a used gun shop or a gun show or something, I mean, this thing will shoot 3 inches all day long at 25 yards, which is very good. It has an external extractor on it, which is nice. It also has if you look at this pin right here, that is your live chamber indicator. Okay, it means you have a live round in the chamber. Now, since this gun really doesn't have any safeties except for your lock safety here, which locks the slide and blocks the firing pin, if you chamber around and leave the gun like this, and it will fire. So, and they're saying if you drop it, it'll fire, but I've never had that issue. But if you're going to carry a chamber around this, always carry it in the safe position, which completely blocks the firing pin. Now, since there is no slide release on this gun, the only way you can, after the gun fires and it locks out, open out the last round, only way to rechamber in your rounds, put a new magazine in and pull the slide back and let it go forward. That's the way you rechamber it. This also has a dedicated rail only for this gun. And there's not much you can put on this. They offer a laser and a light. I have the light right here. This is the light. It's designed specifically for this gun. It won't fit anything else, all right? This light almost costs as much as the gun. It's like $90 on the High Point website. This one has the built-in laser and a nice little light to it. The light is pretty bright too. I mean, if you look at it, see that? It's good light. It's also got what they call a strobe feature. You can push it on, let it go off with your finger, which is with this switch here. You push it on, see that? That's if you're running around, use your front trigger finger to push it on and turn it on real quick. And this is has a pressure pad as well. It's a dedicated light. Again, for this particular gun, will only fit this gun. Nothing else will fit that rail there. Okay. This is a polymer frame gun. And everyone thinks, like, if you look at the model number there, it says High Point Firearms Model JHP 45 ACP. Now there's a lot of discussion about what the JHP means. No, it does not mean jacketed hollow point. Okay, what it means is this gun originally was manufactured model was the JH45. And the JH was built by the Haskell Manufacturing Company. When it went to that was when they had a regular frame on it, steel frame on it. And when it went to a polymer frame to save some weight, which this thing is still quite heavy, the polymer frame, they put the P on the end of it for JH, P for polymer on the frame. Okay. You also see models like the JS9, which was basically the exact same gun, except it's manufactured by the Stollard Manufacturing Company. Then you have the JC40, which is the 40 caliber of this gun. And this one is manufactured by the Collective Manufacturing Company. So these guns do come in 380, 9mm, 40, and 45. All right. I've had a 380 for years that I've kept at my nightstand for a bed gun, nightstand gun. This is it here. All right, this one I bought several years ago. It's the model CF380, okay? Made by the High Point Manufacturing Company. I've put, I don't know, not a lot, but maybe 500 or 600 rounds through this. And one thing about these guns, they do need a break-in period. Like I remember shooting this gun originally. I probably had the first 50 rounds, I had several malfunctions. But after that, it's ran flawlessly since. And I keep it in my, like I said, in my nightstand next to my bed. And this gun, you see it's the baby brother of this one. Look at the size, they're almost identical. I mean, they're basically, this one's just shrunk down. Give you a better idea. There, you can see it better now. This one's like this shrunk. See this one here? Then you got this, you see the size difference. There's not very much to them, you see that? So, this one does shoot the 380 caliber, which is what I use on this one, on this gun here. Now, also another good thing about the High Point gun, besides it being very inexpensive, is the gun that comes with a lifetime warranty. I mean, how many guns you know come with a lifetime warranty? This one does, and it's transferable, by understanding. All right, I got this gun. It's a brand new gun. It's never been fired, but I got this from my brother-in-law who's in the Army. We were sitting around the barbecue one day talking, and I had built him a 1911 45 because he's getting ready to retire. So I built him a custom 1911 with his unit number, his rank, whole 9 yards on it. And we got to talking about guns. And he said, you know, I have a 45. I've never shot it. I said, what do you got? He says, well, I've got a High Point 45 that I bought when I was stationed in Nebraska several years ago. I said, really? Let me take a look at that gun. So he brought it out and showed it to me. And actually, the first time I've handled the 45. I've played with the 380 and the 9. And I said, wow, that's pretty cool. He says, yeah, I've been wanting to get rid of it. And I said, really? What do you want for it? He says, well, I was going to ask like $100 for it. I said, $100, huh? I said, what? I said, that's pretty reasonable. You can definitely get that for it. He says, but if you want it, you can have it. I said, come again? He said, yeah, if you want it, you can have it. So he hands me the gun. Wow. So I got a free gun for my brother-in-law. Who'd have thunk it? But anyway, so I've not shot the gun yet. We're going to go to the range later. We're going to shoot this bad boy and check it out. See how it shoots. It is very heavy. I put it on my scale and it tossed my scale at 43 ounces. So it's quite heavy. And that's without a magazine in it. You put a magazine in, you probably get another 10, 12 ounces there. It should probably look 54, 55 ounce gun now. And then you add this to it and then you're pushing 60 ounces of weight. I mean, that's a lot of weight, 3.5 pound gun. So best case, if you ever run out of ammo and you get close to your adversary, you can beat them to death with it. So, but we're going to be shooting the gun later on at the range and see how it runs. We're going to run against some steel, run against some regular paper targets and check the accuracy. We're going to shoot from 7 and 25 yards and see how it shoots. All right. Gun comes standard from the factory with one magazine, the gun, and a lock kit. I went and purchased another secondary magazine for it. These are not expensive. They're $15. All right. What else can I tell you about this? This gun, that's pretty much it. I mean, for the money, I mean, they retail for $219. You can find them used at a gun store for around $150. And they just work. They really do. They run, I mean, at least I've shot 380s and 9s and they've all worked perfectly. I'm not expecting anything less than the 45. So stay tuned for the range time. We'll be heading there next. Ciao. Okay, everybody, this is Todd, All Things Archery and Shooting. This is the range portion for the High Point 45 JHP. This is the first time the gun's been fired. We're using 230 grain Wolf ammunition. This is a steel cased ammo. It runs probably the least expensive ammo you can get out there. It runs probably about $6 to $8 a box, and the velocity on this for 230 grain slug is 890 feet per second. Let's see how this high point performs with this ammo. Okay, everybody, I'm out here at the range. Here's our range out here today. We have some, as you can see, we've got some steel held up there. We got a paper target. We got our backstop. This is my range. It's on my 10-acre farm I have here, which give you a quick look around so you can see. We got some goats over there, some pens. We've got a buggy here, my 4-wheel buggy. There's my dollar loading magazines. And we've got cows over there feeding at the trawl right now too. So you can see that. There you go. There's the cows. So actually in a cow pasture right now. Okay. Spin it around. Again, there's a target right there. Zoom in on the target real quick. You can see we got some steel right there. And then we also have paper targets and some more steel.
Just the paper, right? Huh? Just the paper?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. You have to do it again.
Okay, we're shooting this at 15 yards. This is the accuracy for the 45 ACP by High Point Model JHP 45. Okay, we're going to try the paper target and the steel targets. We're at 25 yards. We're going to do an accuracy shot on the paper and a time shot on the steel. Let's see how it works. Here we go. Okay. Now we're going to try the steel. Again, we're at 25 yards. Okay, I've just ran about 50 rounds through that 45 JHP High Point. I've had 0 malfunctions. And not using the greatest ammo in the world, that Wolf ammo, 230 grain at 890 feet per second. That ammo is known for not working with a lot of guns, but it seemed to function flawlessly in that one. As you can see from the targets we've done, we're shot at 25 yards. Okay, people, just want to let you know I just finished testing the High Point 45 JHP. I've placed a total of 200 rounds of ammo through it today, and this gun had 0 malfunctions. This is why this gun is so popular, not only because it's inexpensive, but because it's extremely accurate and fun to shoot. I mean, for $150, you really can't go wrong on the used market. And if you buy it new, you're paying just over $200 for a gun that shoots accurately and reliably. So no matter as ugly as this thing is, I know it's butt ugly, but it does shoot and it shoots well. Again, 200 rounds of probably some of the worst ammo for 45, that Wolf 230 grain, 890 feet per second steel cased ammo, and it ate it and shoot it up like nothing, and no problems, no issues, no malfunctions. Okay, that does it for now. Thanks again for watching. This has been Todd with all things archery and shooting. Stay tuned for my other videos coming up. I got some more tests coming up on guns and ammo. I've got some ballistic testing coming up on different defensive ammo I'm going to be doing shortly, and I got a lot more MRE reviews coming up too, so be sure to stay tuned for all that. And again, I want to thank you all for your support. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you like this video and want to see more content, please click the like button. And if you got any questions, please drop me a comment down below and I'll be sure to answer them if I can. Again, this has been Todd with all things archery and shooting, and I want to thank you. It's been a pleasure. Bye. Ciao.